Hello everyone. So today we are going to solve next problem in Leetcode. So go to the problem section in Leetcode. So today we are going to solve this problem number 4, which is a hard problem in like depending on upon how you are solving. So the optimal algorithm, which is like O of log of m plus n time, uh, is the hard algorithm. So excuse me. So we'll be given two sorted arrays, num1, nums1 and nums2 of different sizes or same size maybe m and n of size m and n, which can be equal also, and they can have a return the and we have to return the median of two sorted arrays. So median is like if number is like 10, 4, or 12, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9. So suppose this is the list of numbers we have. So how many elements are this in this list? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 elements in the list for this particular example. So 7 is an odd number. 7 is odd. So it will have equal number of elements to its left and equal number of elements to its right. So what will be the median? Median is the in odd if the list contains odd length. So median will be like the middle of the list. The middle of the list is this one. So in this case, 7 mod 2, 7. So middle element will be 7 divided by 2, which will be 3. So at index 3. So this will be our median. So if there is an even number of elements, suppose there is one more element, like suppose there is 2. So we are not taking example of sorted array. Just I'm saying in general what median is. So in this case, the median will be uh, the median numbers for this list will be the fifth element and sixth element, the 5 and 6, and their average. So for list we are considering. I'm not giving the maths problem. What is median? So in this list, these are the median numbers. So correct me if there is what the definition of median is. So let's search also what is median. Median in math. Median. Median in maths. Oh, so I was wrong. So the median value in a set of numbers when they are arranged in order. So they were either ascending or descending. So the example I just gave you. So this example was incorrect. The what I wanted to convey that if there is an odd number of elements in a list, the median will be the middle element, and if they have equal number, so odd number, median will be the middle element of the list, and if there are even number of elements, then it will be the median of this. uh, the middle two elements and their average. So median in general is the list will either be in sorted order, like this way. So in this case, the median will be 4, and if there the list is like in having even number of elements, then it will be like 4 plus 5 by 2, which will be like 9 by 2 is 4.5. So I hope you understand what do you mean by median. So for a list, I was saying, but the median in maths is uh, either it will be in ascending or descending. The median value in a set of numbers when they are arranged in order, either ascending or descending. So we will be given the two sorted arrays only as an input. So why this problem has been given as hard problem? Because the requirement for us to solve is in whatever I remember. So suppose there is a 100 elements in a list. So if we iterate through a list in a linear way, or like each list element we iterate will take 100 steps. But if the log of we take the log of this 100, uh, then what do we mean by log is generally base 2. So what it means is how much power of 2 will raise to get 100. So 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32, times 2 is 64, times 2 is 128. So in 7, 2 to the power 7, we are getting 100. So what if we are solving in n time, O of n time, it will take 100 steps. And if you are solving in log of n time, so it will take 7 steps. So log n here is in case for example is 100. So the difference is huge. So suppose if the list elements is in like so this step is almost one clock cycle uh, of our CPU. CPU is like gigahertz frequency. So so this number is almost in that range. So 1 second time it will take. And same if we are doing log, then it will be like in millisecond. Log of this number will to the base 2 will be millisecond. So just in in computer world, it's a very huge time difference. 1 second and 1 nanosecond, millisecond, and all. So I hope why this problem is hard. You got to understand that we are required to solve in a log of m plus n time, and the algorithm to find the solution is not very intuitive. Uh, so I went to ChatGPT and I have somehow tried to understand how to solve this problem. So, and I took this whole logic and added to my app eraser IO document. So let's try to solve this problem. To solve the median of two sorted arrays problem in log of mean of m or n time, we use a binary search approach rather than the brute force approach, brute force merge method. So let's in this particular session, we'll try to solve using the merge method. So let me show you like with this one particular example we have. So we'll be given, we suppose we are given this uh, two lists. So we have So in the first list we have 138. What is that? So in the first list we have 138. Now let's create another list. 7. Let me first copy the. We should we are creating an example of an array. So I'm just creating continuous elements. So this could be a linked list also, like some other question maybe like same storage format of uh, list elements could be in linked list. Same question can be modified. Yeah. So like if you go through the explanation, like we can solve using brute force merge method. So merge sort is also an algorithm. We'll be discussing like there may be problem in this lead code. Once it will be there, we will be solving together. So fine. So we are having these two list elements. Uh, A is 138 and B is 7, 9 to 11. 7 and 10, 11. So both are in sorted order. So what's our requirement was like the list should be in a ascending or descending to find the median of a number set. So if you see the list, if it's 138 and second list is 7, 9, 10, 11. So 7 is less than 8. So it's not in sorted order, ascending or descending. So if you go through the list from this side, like if you go through the list from this side, it will be like 138 and so then comes 7, which is less than 8. So this is the problem we are solving. So we have to somehow arrange this list or iterate through a list in such a way like we'll be having a sorted list. So one method I told you is a brute force approach to solving this problem is merge method. So in merge method, so what will create an list of how many elements are 3 plus 4 7. So depending on programming, we don't need to specify a size in Python. So if you are using another programming language, uh, then you might need to specify the size of the array. So this one, so our in merge method, what we have to do is we have to create this sorted list first. So 7 should come before 8, then it is already sorted 9, 10, 11. So how would we go about sorting this to get this sorted element? Is like we'll have pointers in both the arrays. So if you have gone through my like list, solving to some problem of two linked list numbers. So I have already used this kind of logic. So Let's create the list first. So in the brute force approach, we use something like uh, a way to create this. We'll have to create this sorted list first to find out the median. So how will we like create this sorted list? So we'll create two pointers in in the first list and second list. So we'll compare the first element and first element of the so at initially they are both at index 0. So this one is at index 1, this one is at index 2. Similarly, this one is at index 0 in the second list. 1, 2, 3. So we'll it compare both this element and this element. So 1 is less than 7. So in this list we'll add 1 and move this one to here. So move the first pointer in the move the pointer of the first list. Again 3 is less than 7. So we'll add 3 and move the pointer here. Now 7 is less than 8. So we'll add 7 here and move this pointer. Now 8 is less than 9. So we'll add 8 here. Now this element, this one will like, this list is exhausted. So now we'll just keep on adding the elements in this from the second list and move the point elements are added to the second list, and this iteration of the second elements list is complete. So this way our list, we have iterated to both lists and created a merged list. So this list and this list is the same after getting merged. So this approach we can solve, and median will be like 8. So this is an even, but this is an odd numbers of elements. So median will be this element. So list size is 7, 7 mod 2. 7 divided by 2 is equal to 3. Uh, so list index median element will be 3. So we'll return 8. So if the requirement is to return the index, you can return 3, or if the requirement is to like create return a median value, then you can just return it. So yeah, let's try to solve this problem using the brute force method of merge sort. So let's create a merge list. So ID index 1 is at 0. So we'll create two indexes for both the elements, and in create an what should we call this merged index? Just merged index, we can just give midx. So it will be this index will it iterate through the merged list. So what we'll do is while index 1 is less than length of the nums1 array. So let's find store the length. Length 1 is equal to length of nums1. Length 2 is equal to length of nums. Uh, this one is 1, 2. So we first just stored the length in one variable of both the list. Length 1 for the list 1 and length 2 for the list 2. So while index 1 is less than length and sorry, this will be length 1 and index 2 is less than length 2. So we'll compare the elements value from both indexes. So if nums index 1 is less than equal to nums index 2, so what we'll do is merged list midx merged idx is equal to nums idx1. Otherwise, the index 2 element is less than the index 1. So we have to, in this case, we just need to move the index 1 by one position and merged index also. Merged index we can give outside because it will be for both. Uh, else nums as merged list merged idx is equal to nums of index 2. So we are tracking the indexes of both the nums1 and nums2, like idx1, idx2, uh, and the merged index of the merged list. So if index, why we have given this condition, why index 1? So till we are comparing the elements of both. So if one list is exhausted and another list is remaining, so we'll get another value for both the lists to consider the remaining elements case. So fine. Now in this case, we have to increment the index of idx2, and then at find outside of this both two condition, we can increment the because we are will always append to the merge list. So this one is now suppose if it index the one is already having elements and index 2 we have already merged in the merge list. So we'll for the remaining elements. So while index 1 is less than length, we'll again idx1 plus is equal to 1. Similar for the index 2 also. Then 2 index 2 index 2 plus is equal to 1. Now we need to also increment the merged index for both the conditions. Yeah, now at the end, so we'll find if length of, so this we can just before even creating the so mid index is equal to so what do I do is odd length merged list. So we'll have like now length of num1 plus length of num2 is odd length merged list. Length of num mod. We have to take the mod of both. So this will be true if this is odd length, means there is a remaining. Uh, uh, like if you do mod 2 of a number, if there is a 1 left, then it's an odd, and if there is a 0 remainder, then it's a even list, even number. So now we just check if is odd length the merge list. We can just return merged list. So we can find the mid index is equal to length of merged list divided by 2 return merge list mid index. If this not the case, so suppose there is an odd number here, even number of elements in the list. So the median will be 2 plus 3 by 2. So if we do the length is 4, 4 by 2 is 2. So we'll have to 2 will be this 3. So mid index will be either minus 1. Yeah, fine. Else mid idx 1 is equal to length of merged list divided by 2 minus 1. Mid idx 2 will be mid idx plus 1. We can return float value only. We don't need to give like two divisions, like the two backs to forward slashes for uh, integral value of the division. We can return. We have to return the float value also if there is a float division. So we can just return merged list mid index 1 plus merged list mid index 2 divided by 2. So let's store this in a variable. So let's try to run this solution and check we are getting a correct output or not. Global name num1 is not defined. Where given? Oh, sorry, it should be nums1, nums2. Both listed 1 and 2. Here also. So list in assignment index out of range. Where line 22. So we have considered the case of like this should be less than length 1 and less than length 2. Oh, oh. So we need to append to a list. So since there is no element in the list, I am doing the mistake. So we can access the elements if there is an element in the list. So if there is no elements, so we don't need to even track the merged index. We can remove this merged index. I may have solved this problem in Java. So I use this approach. So let me correct this algorithm. Dot append nums to now let's try to run once. So we are getting a in this case we got to S2 is 3 plus 2 by 5. So let's print the merged list. print the median value. It will submit no network error. It means submit. Yes, our solution is accepted. So this is not very optimal solution. I can beat only 6% of people. Hmm. So I may have used lots of variable and all. So this that's why I'm also printing this one. So I just gave this as 2.0 to make it is a float division. You can see just by removing two print statements, my runtime is improved so much. So we have solved the brute force approach method. Uh, let's like we will join in another session between 5 p.m. today. Between 5, so like so we'll try to come. If I'll not complete today in another session, then we'll solve it tomorrow. So yeah, for this session, let it be till here only. Yeah, thanks. We'll meet again in the next session, today or tomorrow.